Greetings, this is Omi from Imperial Insights. I wanted to take a minute to talk a little bit about the concept of understanding yourself and knowing yourself and understanding the concept of destiny in a holistic way and why it's important when you're looking at general advice or general messages that you may come across online or in other places. Now, there are lots of good people doing lots of good work. This isn't about, disparaging anyone or the way that they choose to express themselves or share messages with folks. Everyone has their own way of doing that, and that's fine. But, sometimes I see things and because of the work I've done over the years and because of certain things that I understand about myself and my path on an individual level, I know when certain things either don't apply to me or where I can't really roll like everyone else is rolling and so on and so forth. So I wanted to just note that it's very, very important when you start dealing with things on a more spiritual or esoteric level that you understand you, that you understand your particular energy, that you understand what you are dealing with from a spiritual standpoint so that you're not following advice that may sound good but may not apply to you. One of the biggest examples I see of this is the I don't want to say debate because it's not really a debate, but the sort of seesaw between, moving in silence, quote unquote, doing your own thing and kind of doing it in the background and being quiet, and, being loud about your accomplishments or, being very upfront about your accomplishments and what you're doing and what you are planning and things of that nature. I've seen people say, things like, well, it's nobody can really harm you or nobody can really dim your shine, so you need to go ahead and put it out there, put yourself out to the world and so on and such forth. Nobody can you're too obsessed with your haters and stuff like that. And yes, there are situations where sometimes we can get a little bit too worried about what people are saying, what people think, and sometimes we have to let that go in order to get done what we need to get done. That's valid. However, there's another side to this. And for some of us, depending on who you are, and again, this is depending on your individual energy, path, destiny, whatever name you want to call it, some people really do have to stay in the background, can't really talk about things until they're almost done, because the energy around that will be not beneficial to them. And that's just because some people just have that kind of that's just how things roll for certain people. It's not a indictment, it's not a judgment, it's just a fact. Not all of us have the same level of energy around those things. Other people are able to, talk about what they're doing, process out loud, and that's how their help comes, right? There are different, you heard that expression, different strokes for different strokes. Everyone is different. So if you find that when you say things, when you put things out there a little too early and things like that, that things don't necessarily work out, then it may be necessary for you to keep things a little bit closer to the vest until they're just about finished. And it's not about having haters, and it's not about, having an inflated sense of yourself or your importance. It's just that for whatever reason, you attract a certain kind of energy if your idea isn't fully formed yet. And that's okay. That's something that you only know if you are engaging in a certain level of, spiritual examination and spiritual work. So my point is to just take things with a grain of salt. Figure out what resonates, stick with that. If it doesn't, let it go. We can get so caught up in all of these things that are available to us, essentially because they are so available. And it's good that they're available. And it's good that we have these different ways of seeing things. But I just wanted to remind you that it's also not a cookie cutter path. Everything is not going to work for everybody. Everything is not going to work for you. So it's very important for you to, whether it's through divination, whether it's through getting an understanding of your natal astrological chart, whether it's, through numerology, whatever science path thing that you want to use in order to delve more into your particular, your unique path, self, destiny. Again, whichever word resonates with you, do that, because that is what's going to help you to stay on track for what you want and what you need in your life. When we stay too general, when we stay too broad, when we try to kind of do what looks cute on whatever platform we prefer to, get our information from, then sometimes we can get a little bit too, we can get a little off track. And, it's important to know what works for you. So that is my brief message for today. I hope this finds you well in this new year. And I will talk to you soon. Peace.